Baby's brain doesn't form when. Look it up.
They said Demi been quiet too long. Let her speak. It's the truth. I took up for a bitch that I barely even knew. That's why I haven't forgave myself for this shit. And I'm still having to swipe my card over this bitch.
Because you never would have done that by that baby's funeral. That is not you.
I was telling her, don't do the Amazon wish list. If you do a GoFundMe so they can go straight to the funeral.
Right.
She said she went down there with Sugar and paid for the funeral. All of a sudden, baby, I had to pay the $200. Why not pay for everything?
Why not? And that's what.
And then he gets down there and she answers the phone. I'm like,
what did she
phone.
say to you, Demi?
The day she found out Raylan died, she was bawling teary-eyed and she said, I should have never kept Sada Baby from his kids. She told her aunt and her mom to not let Sada Baby contact those kids.
Right.
Sada Baby was never lying.
Right. Because 21 didn't want it. And
she told me she never wanted the kids. Right. She never wanted to have kids. But I thought Sada Baby was jealous because me and her were together. I was thinking really mediocre until I realized I became a Sada Baby.
Right, and you were the Sada Baby.
She cried to me and confessed to me that night that she found out Brayden passed away. I'm so wrong. I should have let Sada Baby have access to his kids. I told my mom and aunt not to let her. So when I got tired of Sada Baby threatening to kill me, I said, I'm done with this shit. She called her mom and said, Can you give the kids back to? Can you let Sada Baby Quay have the kids? And she said, you gotta call your aunt. Your aunt is the only one that's gonna want to hear from you that he can get his kids back. Right. Sada Baby came back and said, she told me if I want my kids, I gotta take all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
And then
Right. So 21 wanted Sada Baby to get the kids, or anyone to have the kids, but her. So
she didn't even want Sada Baby to have her kids at one point because she was mad at him. She wanted to control. But when she told me she never changed those kids' diapers, and Sada Baby did, that's when I knew Sada Baby was a good ass man. It just makes you look like that he's antagonizing because he's over the bullshit. You're sitting in a fucking bathroom, drunk as fuck, smoking meth and whatever else he was doing outside of weed, and made him out to be some fucking deadbeat when he was taking care. I didn't even know that 21 got him fired from his job. But she's mad at Lo for getting possibly Breon caught up. But all I was trying to tell Lo is, listen, we can stoop down to their level and lose our freedom or get placed in jail or fucking get murdered or injured or hurt someone and deal with that, or we can let God work. Yeah, that's all I was saying.
The whole thing about all this is every one of us are adults, but these children are going to be affected.
So when she says fuck them kids on live, she means that shit because I know because the private conversation she had to me at the end of our relationship. It was whenever it got to a point where she wanted the kids to come in and I told them no because the way you're treating me and Sada Baby kept threatening me, if you bring my kids to the house, I know your address, I will come there and I will kill you and her.
But only 21 said I want the kids to make herself look good.
Yeah.
21
because she said, you know how many gifts I'm gonna, she said, you know how much cash apps I'm gonna get when I get my kids back?
Oh yeah.
That's all she cared about was the fucking cash apps.
And
that was another reason why I wasn't gonna do it. And that's why when I filed my eviction notice, that's the day I stopped fucking her. Because I had to fake it till I make it, but I knew I didn't want no connection with her like that. Because comes with just like liquor is the devil, sex is another way to get that demon dressed. And so I had to cut ties. So she said she was drinking more because of that shit. 21 is a fucking demon, bro. She's a menace to society.
But I think in reality, that's why I didn't be with anybody else after us, because I didn't want demons or any negative stuff that I had to deal with all of the dealing with.
I'm just mad. I took her for someone I barely fucking knew. All because I thought she was funny. I saw she had an audience. I wanted to take all my people who not even people on Bigo. It wasn't even the Bigo crowd, Krisha. I was trying to blow her up outside of Bigo.
You can't blow up shit. No. Shit is shit. Shitty. She's a shit. She's a piece of shit human. And you know this because of how she treats her mother.
Oh,
how
yeah.
she treats her
children.
own
mom said she's better off in jail.
You bought the bitch a $400,000 house and she pissed in your bed. I mean, that's
3 times she pissed on me.
I mean, that's how you're repaid.
They said, come through, Krisha. Girl didn't want her fucking clout. Y'all do y'all shit, admins. We kicking. We kicking. We kicking.
I don't need no clout. And that's the thing about like, I don't. My kids are good. My bank account's good. My heart is good. And my intentions.
Well, that's the difference between me and you, baby. You can't sit and talk about somebody you don't like. Bitch, I dealt with her for 10 months and I'm still spending my fucking card over her bullshit. So I'm gonna talk about it. It's gonna take Brianna a few more busted lips and her having to choke her and yoke her up for her to wake up and realize.
But you know.
But I'm not in it to try to save Brianna no shit.
Right.
I don't care about that. I'm just glad I'm free.
Right. And at the end of the day, you will find someone to me that completes you, that makes you want to be Demi without all the bigo shit. And I know
it was never about us. It was all about her.
Right. But at the end of the day, your soul, you have a good soul. You got sucked into bullshit.
They said, Demi, do you hear the recording Charlie has of Christian one that set you up?
That shit is $500.
For $4,500, listen, Charlie is a fucking snake at the end of the day. I don't care what nobody says. And if Christian wanted to try to find a way to get Benji, that's because she.
And I fucking did. I wrote letters to the Humane Society, Dog Pound,
She admitted
Control.
it to me.
I admitted
she
it.
didn't want.
I didn't want Benji.
Benji around 21 at all.
None.
21 already admitted that her dad was abusive to dogs. So of course she's gonna think if my dad was abusive to dogs, I could be abusive to dogs.
There ain't no shit.
Y'all, during Christmas, she told y'all I was fucking Benji. That is not a normal human being.
The day after the baby died.
She's sick in the head, so anybody who sends her a fucking cash app is disgusting.
Well, they're just burying her, is the thing. They're just burying her. That's her fucking life. I don't give no shit about that.
I don't care. I can't wait till the day that I don't have to swipe another fucking card for her.
Right, and that is the biggest
For real.
relief.
I can't wait.
To that point where she has.
But it's kind of hard not to think about it if I'm steady having to pay a fucking bill pertaining to her.
Well, this is bigo is your job, Demi. And
it's my job is. This is my job more than hers.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking partner with Bigo. Like a real partner, not just the agency owner. I'm a fucking partner with Bigo.
Yeah.
I met the Bigo app creator. Like, these
Not
people
only
don't realize.
that, you had 21 set up to perform open for Waka. You had
If she would have been drunk, she got to meet Snoop Dogg.
But she was fucking.
On the stage, she hung out with Savannah.
That's her own choice.
And Savannah ended up calling the cops on her a few days ago. Make it make sense. Like, what the fuck? Corny ass bitch. Thank you, Kiana. I'm disgusted at myself. I'm gonna be honest.
But you're gonna get
I'm just
better,
fucking disgusted.
You're gonna get better.
I did meet the Bigo app creator. I invited him to fucking Snoop Dogg's house and
21 ruined all of it. But it's because you
I can call him kid right now and he'll say yes, we met the Bigo app creator. It's an Asian guy. I'm not gonna put his name out there. I have his number. I know what's up.
No one wanted to fuck with you when you were fucking with 21.
And the sad thing about it was the app creator said that if 21 stopped showing her pussy on live, they'll do a deal with her. But she couldn't stop showing her pussy.
No. Well, so is this Netflix guy gonna do a deal?
Yeah, I even had $1 million contract for fucking 21 from a connection I got from Krisha.
Yeah. But I didn't block the blessing because I would have made a profit on her too, showing her pussy.
But she couldn't even get it together.
And I'm gonna get my bag.
We had $1 million contract for 21 to do production, doing different skits and stuff. All she had to do was come to the site where they wanted, but when they realized she was too drunk of a person,
they cut it off.
They cut it off.
And Justin's the shit. I mean, you can't get any better. Next
Justin is the shit.
The shit.
And now he's asking Krisha, why does Demi want to deal with someone like that? I don't have to lie. That is Krisha right here. said 21 has zero talent.
Zero talent. I
No,
told you
she's
that.
talented at being a narcissist and begging for money. She's a fucking bum.
But at the end of the day, you guys are a lesson, right? Like,
I learned so
not
many
only you,
lessons.
but me, everyone, all of us, we all have to learn a lesson.
I learned that some shit ain't for social media. I learned stop going hard for people who you never even met.
And you probably
And
learned
when they
not
show
to
you-
fuck your life up for a crack.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know she. I thought this shit was for entertainment.
I know. Because she makes, she's
Disgusting. She's fucking disgusting. I'm disgusted in myself to ever deal with a scumbucket that has a fucking.
Yeah, but we're friends till the end, you know, like, I'd rather date myself.
Yeah, she do got the right shirt on.
Yeah. I just love life, and I love great people, and I love beautiful
I just like being
nature.
happy. I don't want to
Yeah,
be
me
mean to
too.
people. Like, I'm speaking all out of hurt, and it's real what I'm saying. I'm not just saying this because I'm with you right now. This is truly how I feel. I'm disgusted. I can't believe
But to me, we have been so out with bigo, and you ride, let your heart out, and yeah, we're smooth.
they said you should have checked the Carfax first.
That's the best ever.
The sad thing about it is y'all was already telling me, but I'm like, no, y'all just hating. Y'all just hating.
Well, when you think you love someone, you do stupid shit. And I really think you thought you loved her because
Why else should I
you
go
didn't
so
have
hard?
exactly what else? What other box are you gonna choose? Love
Or hate?
or hate?
And
But
you
I
told me, you said you gonna end up hating.
I told you. I said you will end up hating her so bad, Demi. You will hate her. Not because I didn't want y'all to work out, because there was a point.
I had to realize that because I thought you were just jealous too.
Right.
I was under her. I can't even call it spell because I put myself in it.
Right.
I'm not even blaming 21. She just, I didn't know how many times she was saying she wanted to fuck me. That first video y'all saw, she said at least 10 times that she wanted to F me. And Krisha was telling me, that girl keeps talking about how she wants to fuck you. And I'm like, no, she doesn't. She hasn't said that. You're like, oh, trust me, when you're not around, she keeps telling us.
So her main goal was she thought it was so cool to break up your happy home. You were happy. You loved my kids.
I
They were
love them
your
still.
kids. And she.
And what made me happy is Krisha forgiving me and Kazin forgiving me. I haven't seen the other kids because I'm too embarrassed to see them. Well, I have talked to Cambry, but Kazin's like, he's just happy that I'm back okay.
The cases just stayed on
How do you get an abscess with fake teeth? Is that possible? Oh, because under there,
That
right?
ain't a big tooth. That's a tooth that
They be thinking her teeth is all nice, but
no, they're fucked up.
they're really not even.
They are chiclets. I don't know those bottom teeth down there. I don't know.
I'm not going to talk too much about her because there was a side of me that I thought she was pretty at once, but she does this shit and then she makes herself look fucking disgusting.
Well, looks aren't everything to me. I mean, you can love someone that isn't attractive.
I guess it wasn't about the looks. I genuinely wanted to see this bitch win, man. And now I get all this.
Well, I just think a lot of it was a big sexual manipulation.
Yeah, because I think that's the only time we connected. Which is, it is sickening.
Yeah. But it's life.
And now ever since then, I barely want to even have sex.
Well, you have
I haven't even had it, but I don't even think about pulling out xvideos.com. Because I usually like watching X
Well, I do.
videos.
If you go to Spencer's in the
You got a little vibrant.
single connection, single.com by me to pleasure.
Yeah,
you.
her teeth is fake.
They have great things at Spencer's. They do. They do. But you cannot buy class. You cannot buy character.
I wanted
cannot
her to
buy
be
moral.
like.
You can't make a hole out of a housewife.
I thought that I was convinced that all the CPS calls she was getting was the reason why she didn't have her kids, but she used that as an
So
excuse.
Nika your ex-girlfriend called social services on me 42 times,
She
and
was so
nothing
mad.
ever happened.
You're right.
They laughed at me.
You're
Laughed. Because why? I never gave no one no reason to take my kids away from me.
They said Krisha doing her big one.
It's just fucking bad.
Nah, Krisha's really just here for me because she knows I'm fucking sad in real life.
Well, actually, I wanted to go see my daughter, and I was gonna drive there in a minute, but then she told me, don't ruin my weekend, Mom. So now I'm just sad, bawling, crying. I was telling Demi, she doesn't even love me anymore. I can't even go take her to dinner. But that's okay. It's alright. I was gonna do my big one
Krisha
on
is
Kenna.
sweet. Krisha picked the side.
I picked the side of love. I picked the side of God. I picked the side of positivity to do better things in life. You know, we don't want to pull tampons out our life.
That's disgusting.
We don't want to do that.
I could never look at her at the same. All I think about, I don't even know if I want to wear tampons anymore.
But even to go back, enjoy your time.
Thank you.
I love your baby. And I love your swimsuit. Thank you.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
Aww. That made me miss Benji.
But the reality, the bottom line of all of this is
Of course, did I meet whose kids?
we're grown. Those babies are.
They're cute as hell. Our kids are so cute.
And they gotta watch their mom on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what they gotta do.
Well, she thinks they won't have to. She'll always be like,
Hazen is on bigo. Hazen is on bigo. And all of his friends. I mean, these kids.
And they're the same age.
Exactly.
But they don't have access to a phone, but they will. They will eventually.
They will.
And they're going to look her up.
It isn't hard.
She even told me her kids was embarrassing her.
But that's why
When she had
never,
them, they would be embarrassed.
That's why I never did anything for my kids to be embarrassed of.
Man is cute, you know that?
I did never do no porn, I didn't even do Playboys to me when I wanted, because I didn't want my kids to go back and see me on the cover of Playboy.
It's like the world is praying a deadbeat mother.
Yeah, exactly.
They said YouTube on TV and tablets.
Right. But what the craziest thing of all of it is 21's children will grow up to watch what their mother did. Their mother sold
She
them
was supposed
out.
to take a break for her career.
What career?
She
What
didn't
the
do
fuck
the
is
fuck-
a career?
She didn't want to do a career because I had her
career?
set up for
Is
success.
it bigo? Is that a career?
They said it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
They laughing at you, Krisha.
She's an embarrassing creature, an embarrassing human. Vomit. She's vomit.
Now she got Breon supported to send her cash.
And who the fuck is Breon? A Chick-fil-A worker? I mean, I love Chick-fil-A, and I want to go to
I think she worked at
Chick-fil-A.
Chipotle.
Chipotle, whatever. I'm just saying.
Where they get paid like $10 an hour?
We need Chick-fil-A and Chipotle workers. We do. We need them. We need our bowl served. We do. We do. Saying.
So we gotta have the Chipotle.
We need them. I love my Chick-fil-A nuggets.
They said Krisha has a nice rack.
Hey, I need a new rack. Can you guys send cash apps for Krisha's new rack?
Yo, we went to the hotel last night and there was a couple who was celebrating their wife's second year boob anniversary. And Krisha's like, I need that.
I said, I'm about due for a rotation.
Chick-fil-A paying $29 an hour. How much is Chipotle paying? How much does Chipotle pay? Like $12 an hour?
Well, McDonald's is like $22 an hour.
Oh, well, she might be doing good then. Is she a manager or something? No, I think her manager came outside the other day.
But the thing about it is if you work at